4K dash cam from this company, DDPAi. I'm very anxious to get this in my truck and see what this thing consists of. I have ran through quite a few dash cams, tested them out, settled on a few specific ones. And this looks to be a very good dash cam. Haven't opened it up. I don't know much about it. We're going to find out. I want to make this video a little rather quick and not boring. Let you know my honest feeling on this, if a person should dive into it or not. Right off the bat, we got two SD cards. We'll cover what them are. Now, as far as the writing on it, 4K, 2K, 1080p, ultra bandwidth transfer, super night vision 2.0. Now, I already would say that super capacitor is to give storage so it doesn't shut on and off when you're turning your car on and off, which in itself would help. I've seen dash cams get fried out for that purpose. You got optional 4G. I do know then we have our parking monitor and that built-in GPS log. These are all about safe. There's the app right there. I'm going to have to get that downloaded. And what they're saying by 3-channel, I'm wondering if I have 3 cameras. Packagings that came was that. The power supply, which you hardwire this, which it's not as hard as people think, and I'd rather go the hardwire route. You got 2 plugs into USB-C. Could probably run this straight off from 12 volt if you wanted to without going through all the hassles. So let's get this thing opened up. At numerous packages here, and we're going to get it installed in a Ford F150 of 2016. As you can see there, it's probably not quite as plug and play as some people would want, but if you want a very good dash cam, a lot of the good ones, you don't have that option of just plug and play. Here's some mounts and obviously some directions. Sure we don't lose that. It's like a decently long cord, USB-A to USB-C. For the rear camera. There's a cigarette lighter plug-in right there. Yeah, that would be the rear camera possibly with the plug. And these are a bunch of cords. Plug it in. So we got that camera, a wealth of cords, SD cards. Now the main unit, another cigarette lighter plug. Hopefully that goes to the back. Look how long that is. Yeah, it is. Oh, you can put this all the way in the back of the truck, I think. I got a full cab, 4-door, 6.5-foot box Ford is what I'm going to be installing this on. I'm really hoping this will make it all the way to the back. Inside, when looking out the back of the topper. So the main unit is the dual channel. This is the actual camera here. I'm not seeing a mount yet. Oh, here it is. This is going to be sweet. SD card goes in there. That moves up and down the camera. Really like that. Came with one 128 gigabyte micro and 164 gig micro. I'm wondering if, without looking at the directions, that other camera, the plug and play one, would be for separate recording as well. Okay, you have 2 dash cams. You got scene 1 and a scene A and scene B. Secondary device installation in the front windshield, and then a secondary device in the rear windshield. But we do have, that's the secondary one, and this one is on its own. Get your power supply, the splitter, then it goes in to both cameras. And where would you want this? Yeah, see, SD card right here. This is a whole standalone cam, 3-channel, kind of the same as that but larger. I'm gonna tell you right now, these 2 are going in the front. I'm sorry, this going in the front, that's going to go in the back, and this will probably go in the back. All right, we're not going to use this 4G thing right now. You can put a SIM card in and view everything, all 3 cameras remotely using this. I might end up putting another video up if I get into this, but I'm really thinking about doing that. First, I got to download the app and look some more at it. I just heard thunder, so I might have to put all this into my vehicle. 3 of them, actually. And what I chose to do is I'm running off my 12-volt lighter for right now, and down in the fuse panel, it's actually quite easy to use or hook up that way, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm keeping it in this vehicle yet or not, so I just went with this route so I can show the videos and how it runs. And right there's the camera, the main one. It's hooked up. Pointing out automatically comes on, as you can see here. You can control the settings by here or mainly in the app. And the app is pretty darn good. So you won't even be touching this thing except maybe to pull the SD card out. And plugging it in, it just run down, got the cord in there. Now the back camera plugs in right there. And that cord's going along. Actually, I'm going to go outside. It is like 94 degrees. Well, 90, 91. In the shade. The cord on it was long enough to go along here, up in there. Into that back door. And then along here. Down, and it's going out here, and going along my topper, and I had enough wire to plug it into there, so you can adjust that, of course, up or down. It's currently running. Can't even see it in there. Now the other camera, you have the option to hook all three together with the same power supply. It does come with the attachments for it. But what I'm doing is this has been running all day long. This is just a simple off from AliExpress battery pack with three 18650s. And what I do, the reason why I'm doing this is I can run this camera 24/7 and record. I got the cord coming up behind there. The camera's sitting right here, looking in to the bed of my truck. And why I did that was we go camping and up north a lot, and I always have valuable stuff in there. And with that recording non-stop, if somebody broke in to the bed of the truck, I'll have video evidence for it. And with the 64 gig card, man, it's hot out there. With the 64 gig card, you got a day and a half of footage there before it starts recording over. Or that back one. Now, the big one, like I said, the app, this is the app, and I have both of them connected right now. Got the Mini 2X and the Z60 with the front and rear. And if I want to go to the Z60, I hit connect device, and here's the footage right now. And if you look on while you're driving, it's showing you your location, G-force, your speed, how long you've been driving and whatnot. On the footage, it's just going to show the date and the speed. And this shows your elevation. All kinds of stuff. Pretty awesome. And you want to switch to the rear camera. And there's the rear camera. And I'll show you footage from all this. Now, if you go into settings, we'll do the Z60. These are all the settings you got. Pretty much change everything on it. Now we'll go to that's the back camera settings. You can flip the screen, everything else. Now what I want to do is go into this one. This is the one that's facing inside the bed of my truck. And if I were to go to settings on that, it runs just 2K. Now you can literally take that camera and not even have the app hooked to it or anything and go plug it in somewhere on its own if you were to buy everything that I'm showing you. The front camera with the attached rear one and then that one, you can put that in a separate car and run it on its own. And it'll also work from the app. And you can go through pretty much anything with this. There's your data. If you were driving and you wanted your screen on, this is what I'm showing you. And the GPS. This thing is pretty wicked. And I haven't even hooked up the 4G module yet. Eventually I'm going to do that. And then when you hook it into your vehicle to where it's on all the time, when the battery's off in the security mode, you can turn it on and view your vehicle from anywhere. As you see there, it talks. Track, you can set up a track, take a snapshot. I really like this camera. So that's the DDPAi. If you're looking for a awesome camera, dash cam, this setup would be the one to get. I apologize for not having a 4G hooked up yet, but I am going to hook it up. Once I do, maybe I'll throw another video up. So, there you go. X60, DDPAi. Till the next time.